Hey, third grade, we are going to talk about the artist that you just learned about from that short video. Her name is Sandra, and her last name is kind of tricky today to say. Silberzweig. Sandra Silberzweig. Okay, and we are going to do a portrait, which means it's a picture of somebody's face. So we are going to start this together. So you need a pencil, you need a paper, a white paper, and you need to put your paper going up and down, vertical. Okay? So to start this picture, you are going to put a dot in the middle of, upper middle of your paper, just big enough so that me and you can see it. It doesn't need to be a huge circle. And from that dot, we are going to make a line that goes all the way up and off your paper. Okay? After you make that line, we're going to make it into a capital L. And I'm going to make this line go about halfway to the end of my paper. All right. Now, we are going to make this capital L into like a wider L. So maybe like 1 or 2 finger widths apart. I'm going to make this line go down. And I'm going to pause before I get to this line and turn my line and go this way until I reach this one, and then I'm going to close my shape. So that is going to be the nose on my portrait. Now, when she makes her eyes, she makes a shape called an elliptical. And so I'm going to make one of my eyes in about the upper, like the middle of this one, maybe like here, and I'm going to make a line that goes all the way across my paper. Yours does not have to look exactly like mine. Then I'm also going to make one that goes all the way down from this side. So in order to make an elliptical shape, I need to start at this end and I need to make an arch line that goes all the way over to this end. Okay, so I'm going to start at this one, arch all the way over to that end. I'm drawing dark so that you can see it. You do not need to draw this dark. You may draw lighter, you can erase if you need to. Now I need to make the bottom of my elliptical. So it comes all the way down and it matches up to there. Okay, I'm going to do the same on this side. Up and down. Those are going to be my eyes. Notice that I'm drawing nice and slow. I'm not going fast. Okay. Inside my eyes, I need to make a circle down on the bottom half of my elliptical. There's one circle, and I can put a circle inside it, and 2 circles, and another circle inside it. So there's the start of my eyes. After I draw my eyes, we're going to kind of break apart your paper so that it looks like we have different sections to color in. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to make a line that goes off of here so that I have like one section here. And then we are going to make the mouth down here. So I'm going to draw a line that would, oops, I don't like that line. So I'm going to erase. I didn't think it was very straight. I'm going to make a straight line that comes down. And then I am going to make my mouth right here. So when I come to the mouth line, I am going to make just a straight line that goes across. And then I'm going to make that same elliptical shape. Over and under. There's my mouth. My mouth shape is not perfect, but it's okay. I did the best that I could. Okay? After that, I am going to draw another, I'm going to repeat my line that goes to right here. So I have like, this is where my chin is going to go. So I'm going to make this line come up. It's like I'm drawing the letter U and up. So that's my face. Now I can, maybe like on the outside of how far this goes, this line, I'm going to come down, follow my finger down, and I can draw a line where my neck is going to be. Just short ones, it doesn't have to be very long. Then I can make my shoulders go off my paper. Okay, so this is my face, this is my body and my shoulders. I'm going to draw a line just a scoopy line right here for where my neck is gonna be, and this is my shirt. All right, so we kind of have the basics of our portrait drawn out now. Now we get to start designing it. So something I can think about is what kind of patterns and what kind of designs I want to fill in big spaces, okay? I want my patterns to be big, I want my designs to be big because we're gonna color inside of them. So one idea could be making stripes in my eyelids, okay? I'm gonna make stripes in both eyelids. There we go. Now, maybe I wanna make a design in this one. Notice I'm drawing it nice and big. There we go. I've got a design there. And I can do designs with my color too. I'm going to repeat my eyelid shape right here. There. So I can make a design in each of those. 1, 2, maybe I'll just do a zigzag line here. And maybe some more stripes up here. There, I'm starting to get more designs in my paper. The next thing I can do is design my shirt too. So I'm gonna make big stripes since I kind of have this theme of straight up and down lines. I think I'm gonna do straight up and down lines again. You may do whatever patterns or designs you want. Just think that they should be kind of simple. This is not like a Zentangle. This is more like making big, simple patterns so that we can color inside them. So I'm just picking a few of these to be patterned, maybe not my whole shirt. I'm choosing just to make some of them into a pattern. Most of my patterns are straight lines or zigzag lines. I kind of wanted to stick to a theme. You may change yours into something different. All right, so this is the start of my drawing. Before I move on to the next step, I want you to write your name on the back. And then now I'm going to take a Sharpie and I am going to Sharpie my lines. I'm going to go over my lines nice and neat. If I have other pencil lines that I don't match up with my Sharpie, I can erase them later. It's kind of relaxing to trace over top with the Sharpie. I cannot wait to see these when I come back from getting my knee surgery. I'm sure they're going to look amazing. Let's see, I got 1/2 done. There we go. My zigzag. Oopsies. That's okay. That's why I draw with pencil first. Then I kind of have a guide and I can always go back and erase that with an eraser. Ah, and that too. See, Mrs. Knips makes mistakes too. There we go. Now I need to make the other half of my mouth. And my chin, on my face shape, with my neck. And my shirt design. And when I'm all the way done, I am going to go ahead and erase my pencil lines. So I got done with my Sharpie. Now I'm gonna go back and you can use the pink erasers if you want in your bucket. Looks like my eraser is almost gone. So I'm gonna do the best that I can here to erase what I can. I might have to go get a different eraser though. Yep, I think I'm gonna have to. Give me 1 second. Okay, I got my pink eraser here. Now I'm gonna erase a little bit faster. I don't have to erase them all, just the more noticeable ones. I don't want to bend my paper, my bad. Trying to be careful. There. Ah, I think I got them all. Now, brush off my paper. So I have the outline of my portrait. When I'm done with this, then we are going to use something new that you guys have not used this year yet. We're going to use water oil pastels, and I have trays of them like this. What they are is it's basically like an oil pastel, which we have used, but these you can use with water. So one thing I want you to think about, let me just set my colors out here. I'll move my paper. I'll set the colors out that I have. This one's called Rust, Red, Orange, Yellow. So I'm putting them in order. You can tell that they're kind of similar colors. Green, dark green, light blue, dark blue, purple, pink, white, and then there is a black too. Let me go get the black one really quick, and we'll talk about them. Okay, and black. So when I set my colors up, you can kind of tell they're in a rainbow order. This is important because when we fill in our sections on our face, we want to only pick 3 colors that are going to be next to each other. So I can pick these 3 colors, I could pick these 3 colors, I could pick these 3 colors. You want 3 colors that are right next to each other. I don't want you to just pick 3 colors from anywhere because that doesn't really work. It doesn't, they kind of, when you mix them together, they turn into brown. We're gonna leave black and white separate for now because we'll use those for details later. Now I could do this too and move this way and do these 3. Or I could do these 3. So the pink or the rust could go to either end of the line. But you want to try and pick 3 colors together. I'll try and show you why here. So here's my colors, and I have my portrait. Now you're going to have to share your colors because we don't have enough for everybody to have their own. But I think that that's okay. I think that's doable because you can only use 3 at the same time anyhow. So you will need these colors. You will need a cup of water. And I'm going to start by picking like one section. You see how there's like a big section and sometimes little sections. I'm going to start by doing one section. And I think I'm going to do light green, dark green, and light blue. So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to try and color them in that order. So I'm going to start with light green. And I do not have to fill it all the way in. Like I can leave some white spaces. You can experiment too and see what you like, but I think I'm going to try to leave a few spaces here. So here's my green. When you have 3 colors next to each other, like on a color wheel, that's called analogous colors. Now, I know we don't have a color wheel right now, but when you put these 3 colors together, that would be kind of like using analogous colors. So I'm overlapping just a little bit right here, my 2 colors. because when I use my water, I'm going to blend them. And not very often do I tell you that you can use your finger when we're painting or blending things together, but in this case, we are going to use our finger to blend all of our colors together. So here's my 3. The trick is going to be keeping our fingers clean. So I dunk my finger into water, and I am just going to start with one color. I don't want to spread my finger across the whole thing, because that's going to kind of wreck the look that we're going for. So I'm going to go and I'm going to spread my finger, and I'm going to only use this finger up until they are blending together. If I run out of water, I got to keep dipping it in once my finger gets dry. So I'm going to just blend these 2 together. So I'm trying to blend those colors. I don't want to spread my finger all the way over to the blue. So if I have a dirty finger, I need to wipe it on a paper towel till it's clean. Then I can go and I can do my next color. So we're going to work on just the background colors first of our portrait. Later we'll go back and we'll add our details with maybe white or black or a different color that could go on top. Okay, so my finger is a little dirty. I'm going to wipe it on my paper towel, come back and get it wet again. And now I can mix my last 2 colors together. So our goal is to make this smooth transition from one color all the way over to the next. So wipe my finger again, clean colors. So now I used those 3 colors. I want to pick a different 3 colors for each big section. Okay? I'm going to pause. I'll come back in just a minute once I get my big sections done, but this is something that you can work on, the big sections.